Ciao, I'm Caterina. Everybody calls me Cat. And if you're new to our channel, I just want to thank you for subscribing. I want to thank all of you old subbies too for tuning in all the time. It's wonderful to get your comments and your feedback. We so appreciate it. And if you like what you see today, please give us a thumbs up. It helps the channel immensely, and we so appreciate it. And today we're going to be art journaling. About a year ago, I made these little hand-tied art journals, and you can check out our other videos and see how to make it. But today we're going to be art journaling in it, and I'm going to share with you 5 things that you have to have that are just basic for beginners, and then 5 things that are special that I use all the time, and I'm going to demonstrate those in my journal today. So we're going to do it right now. Okay, basic art journaling supplies that you have to have are acrylic paint. You need a good adhesive, a gel medium. You need papers, all kinds of papers. Just start collecting them from everywhere. Antique papers, wrapping papers, old tissue papers, just papers. And I always think that a basic is colored pencils. You've got to have colored pencils to fill in blanks. You can use art sticks too. And then pens, and lots of different kinds of pens. Chalk pens, micron pens, different textures, different thicknesses. And then I love the paint pens. This is a Liquitex paint pen. Those are just basic things that you've got to have, whether you're art journaling or you're doing a travel journal. You got to have those. So we've got those listed today. And so now I want to talk to you about the fun things to do. So I'm going to give you a quick little traipse through this. And if you remember, this was just super easy to make. I decided to use a theme of flowers. And so I've been enjoying that. I have this interesting relationship with flowers. I think most of us do. They're joyful. They also accompany funerals, so they bring up different issues. And so I've just been really enjoying this and putting down lots of layers. And I just kind of wanted to share a little bit with you. The way I work on a journal that's themed is that I don't do one page and finish it. Like, I don't consider this to be finished. I come back and I put down more and more layers, and the story just kind of unfolds like the petals of a flower. So I journal write about how I feel about daisies, or how I feel about iris, or whatever kind of flower that I'm actually kind of writing or talking about in the journal. And so I'm just gonna keep working on this today and showing you the different products that I find to be really yummy and fun to use. Hope you can see this. This first one that I want to talk about are gelatos. Now, I love the metallic gelatos, and there's a bronze and a gold and a silver and a white, and the white one is one of my absolute favorites. And what's so cool is that you can just scribble it on, and they're water soluble, which means that you can just take it apart with water. If you haven't used them, definitely. This is a wonderful top layer for spreading things around. Now, I'm not crazy about the bright colored gelatos and all of that, but I really love these metallics. I think they're just a lot of fun to use. And one of the things that I love about them is that not only can you just scribble it out, but you can also push it up and then just take a bunch off. Hope you can see that. And then just spread it around with your palette knife so you can get a really nice creamy layer. And get it really nice and thick and really fun to use. So that's one of my favorite things to use. The next must-have is a nice watercolor set. I got this one in France, and everything that we are showing you today, you can click the link in the comments section and get it on Amazon, exactly what I use, except for this one. This one you have to go online and actually order from them. But I love this. This is just one of my absolute favorites. And so I use watercolor to augment, and these colors are just super yummy. And I love just playing. One of the wonderful things about using your art journal is that you can cover things up, you can write, you can block it out, you can leave as much showing as you want, and watercolors are just a wonderful way to create another fabulous layer. The third thing are water-soluble crayons, and actually they're not crayons, they're water-soluble wax pastels. And this is my little travel set, and if I can open it, there we go. I love these, and I take them with me wherever I go. And so one of the tips about these is that if you lose your tip, just go ahead and sharpen it in a sharpener. That's what I do. I just take a sharpener with me. But I love to just color with these and block things out. And they're water soluble, so they're really fun to play with. You could leave it plain, or you can just use it like a watercolor and just blend it in, which can really add and create a sense of drama to your page. I love graphite pencils, and I like the soft black art graph and the water soluble, and this aquarelle graphite Cretacolor. So I just love using graphite. It makes for a wonderful drawing. You can cross hatch, and of course then come back with just a little bit of water and just create just a little more definition on your page. And you know, I love when people say, gosh, how did she do that? Okay, my last must-have are ink tints, and they're made by Derwent. These are ink pencils. These are not watercolor. Derwent makes a great set of watercolor. It's my travel set. They're completely different. These are inks, alcohol inks in a pencil form. And the color is far more intense because they're alcohol ink. They're not watercolors. So I love these for doing some really dramatic color. And you know, I'm not a big colorist, but I do like coming up with some really yummy color as an accent. And so I just wanted to share with you, you know, you just use them just like a watercolor. And then just like a watercolor pencil, and then you just use water to spread the color, and it comes up much brighter, much brighter. If you haven't used them, and I'm sure many of you have, but I can't live without ink tints. I just think that they're so cool and create such a beautiful look. Wow, we're at chow from now. I can't believe it. And I had a really good time playing in my journal with you today and sharing my 5 must-haves. I hope you try them out. Leave me comments. Let me know how much you love them and what you like to play with. I can't wait to hear from you. And until I see you again next time, ciao for now.